shots and chair shots.
Chair shots!
Champions. And the Royal Rumble is a great success. All this and more in the room in the happens. But first, JP, you about to tell them what to do?
You know, heels, pops, chair shots. HBC.
Chair shots.
Sweet. HBC bad guy on IG, Twitter, TikTok. Ya tu sabes.
Check out our OnlyFans account. Heels, pops, and back shots.
Check it out. Make sure to subscribe and like.
Subby, like, all that. Yo,
Subby dubby.
gentlemen,
It's
it's another week.
Another beautiful week.
Another beautiful time to be a wrestling fan.
Indeed.
Be on the other side of that screen listening to us because we about to talk that wrestling to them. That's right.
Wrestling for your assling?
I'm dressed for the occasion today.
Okay.
Because today we going to talk a lot. We begin the road to WrestleMania.
Let's go. Okay.
And, big things come along with that. I want to thank each and every one of the
Yo, JJ hit it
but
right.
yeah,
Some little packages, bro.
listen, any size package. We welcome all sizes. Let me tell you
JJ,
that.
what up, girl?
We gonna thank each and every one of y'all for listening, tuning in, plugging us, and guess what?
Happy Meals?
Big things
the
coming.
happiest of meals because
things coming.
Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble. If you heard.
Spoiler alert, Pusey died.
Oh, you heard?
Yo. All right. Shit.
What's up?
All right. Cody Rhodes. I mean, it's what people predicted, no?
The whole thing.
And
The whole thing. He won the whole thing.
The whole
And when I
shebang.
say the whole thing, yeah, you can say meh. You might not like Cody, but guess what? When they were in the Alamo Dome, guess whose merch sold out? When they were out here doing, where the hell they were? They were on Raw. They sold out of Cody merch. Right now, that's some of the biggest segments they have, except for Sami Zayn. But that's another conversation for another day.
We won't
Cody
get there.
Rhodes,
We won't get there. I
and
promise we won't get
honestly, the fact that those two storylines didn't merge, the fact that Sami Zayn was not your Royal Rumble champion, the Royal Rumble champion, like it's his own thing.
It's a
but
belt.
I
Man, listen, the belt has been
Ask
won.
Braun Strowman.
that is fair.
The belt hasn't won. Roman himself won
Your
the belt.
your Royal Rumble winner, right? That now creates two equally interesting storylines. Like, no matter what you do or what you think, right, it's usually wrong because Cody Rhodes being at the top of that right now, coming back from tearing his pec, he is Superman.
Yeah.
This is your superhero right now. And
The
you've got an
best.
ultimate villain by all accounts. Everybody's been talking about Roman Reigns and how good he's been doing in the bloodline, and it's the hottest shit in wrestling.
Hottest shit in wrestling.
in wrestling right now. So you got this white hot Cody Rhodes coming off of a legitimate injury. You got this backstory with Sami Zayn that just creates this aura of Roman Reigns and just being so dirty.
All right, I got a question squared.
Dirty.
Question squared.
Yeah, I got two questions.
Oh shit! More than one.
A question
He
squared.
likes his numbers.
I thought squares had four
Tell me
sides.
about it.
Nah, go ahead, yo. Square your square. You're lying. Dot your T's and dot your I's. Why you dot your T's?
Nah, I forgot what I was squaring.
All right. Well, Superman don't tear his titty like Cody. Quan Mills is out here. Yeah.
Oh, I know my question now.
Building people
So my
keep
question
on
to
my
you is Cody the best babyface in the WWE right now, the way it's booked?
Right now,
Has to be.
he's
no.
having.
Who is this Cody Rhodes they're trying to shove down my throat?
I mean, it doesn't feel.
what
It
she
doesn't
said.
feel. It feels like it
What?
got some cheese on it.
Yo,
Because
what?
if it's
Yo,
cheesy,
why?
it go down easy.
Yo, but that's why. That's why baby faces are whack.
You mean
Right?
dude?
And whack. Why? Because it is cheesy, man.
Right.
You look at all the greatest baby faces in history, right?
Absolutely.
And we could look no further than John Cena right now. Probably the not right now, but I'm saying like in terms of legendary, he's the most recent legend coming out, and his whole gimmick was babyface.
Damn, you saying the Make-A-Wish Foundation was part of the gimmick?
Everything
503 of them?
until
Hey, we-
Mr. Cock or whatever. What
We
was
got to
it
keep up
Wait,
with
what?
Cena. We got to
Cock
keep up with
blocker?
Cena somehow.
We got to keep up. But we got to keep up with JJ. Because she's about to leave.
Talk to me about JJ.
She's mad about Cody Rhodes winning.
Yo, what
son
JJ,
of a plumber.
JJ, Valentine's Day is in 12 days, girl. I got
Hey,
you.
there it is right there.
Ooh,
That's your
got
reason to
you.
stay right there.
JJ,
Hey,
you hate Cody Rhodes.
Oh.
hate
But
him.
why?
Because
Cody Rhodes is living his dream right now. He went from being the son of a plumber, right? The son of a plumber.
son of a
Son of a plumber,
plumber.
having some very big shoes to fill,
Ah, one of those-
having to live in the shadow of his father, right? The legendary, the great
No,
Dusty
no, no.
Rhodes. And so him being able to, and he said it himself at the Royal Rumble presser, right? That he wants to, his last name has carried him his whole career. And now it's time that his first name does the same. Right? He's out here. He was a founder of AEW, the only legitimate competition to the $1 billion empire. He helped do that.
He did.
And then he came and won the Royal Rumble.
He what?
did.
He tore his city on it came out and put on the hell of a performance on
He
TV
what
that
out?
night.
Yeah, legit. And even the next day on Raw,
And he
2
is.
days later on Raw.
Word.
I mean,
So-
he's put. I mean, this man is already coming out talking about loving the winged eagle belt,
It sounds.
and that
so,
when he wins
That's all the baby
at
faces.
WrestleMania,
he gonna combine them and make.
Yeah.
That's so
I
sweet.
don't know.
That's so sweet of
it's
him.
beautiful.
It's just
You know what?
You
If
speak so
anything-
highly of him. It sounds like he's a main eventer and all that. You know, like he's ready for the big time, right? I'm
sure.
so glad they got rid of him in the first match of the Royal Rumble. Though
Who?
he opened the show. He didn't close out the show. He was the first man up, first man out the building. Let's get Cody Rhodes, that we already know is gonna win the Royal Rumble, out the way.
Yeah.
Cause he's not that special.
Let's talk about that real quick.
He's not that special.
Let-
He's not that over yet.
Nah, let's
Not
talk
yet.
about
I
that.
don't
Not
know.
yet.
I think that's tremendous booking. I think that
Yeah.
everybody knew that was coming, so you get it out the way, and that's the
Right.
best way to book.
gotta
Because
begin the show
at the
on-
end of the day,
on a good
what
foot.
is this show about, right? We talk about heels, pops, chair shots. The most interesting character
Right.
in the storyline
Right.
is Roman Reigns.
And-
the
and-
fact that he's the dual champion ending the show is only appropriate.
100%.
So Cody Rhodes in the story you already knew. You were just waiting to see how you got there.
Okay. Okay.
All right, put him on the front.
Put him on the front
Right.
because, yeah, that's
And
it.
he had a whole match with Gunther,
and-
who had his own thing going on.
And let's keep in mind, you gotta put the best story, the best promo, the best match on the card to end it all. And what the finish we got at Royal Rumble is what it was all about. The dismantling of the bloodline.
Right.
Right? So that had to go main event. I didn't listen, we were all at the Savage's house,
Woo, what an experience.
chilling, vibing,
How
living
did
life.
you watch the Rumble?
It was a wonderful experience of
At
many different
JP's
qualities.
house.
But
We had a lot of tacos.
I was confused.
God.
Oh, shout out to Crazy
Tacos.
Tacos. West New
Shout
York,
out to the
holla.
tacos.
Yo, so what comes of this, right?
Hey,
Like, at the end of the day,
kid show.
wait, what?
We're not a kid show.
I'm like, I didn't understand why the Rumble was the first match up. I was like this feels weird.
Very weird. Very weird.
And honestly, I did not understand it until the show ended. Because that's the beauty of storytelling, right? And building a card. There has to be inquiry in between. There has to be some mystery. There has to be some unknowns. And you
gave
have
you
to have the climax.
The Oreo cookie.
They gave you the Oreo cookie.
They
Right.
gave you the
I
Oreo
hope.
cookie.
Right.
Wait.
Roman,
Why?
Cody
Why?
Roman and all the stuff in the between.
Why Oreo cookie, yo?
Right.
See, you smart, bro.
Right. Right.
I
Sound
mean,
like that.
you not so
Sound
much.
like-
Why Oreo
Not
cookie?
so- Why the Oreo cookie, right? Because the Oreo cookie
February.
got 2 cookies
Yeah.
and a lot of cream.
And you eat it with forks.
Cody
So
Rhodes
it's-
winning the Royal Rumble, maybe not a cookie in and of itself because we knew it was coming, but man, the performances that came henceforth were amazing, right? When we look at Gunther and breaking the record for longest performer in a Royal Rumble, he had like an hour and change. I forgot how long.
Hour and 11 minutes.
And
Yo,
I
that's
just
what she
love
said.
that.
Beasted.
Yo, he stood out. Now he has his own little lane. He's so
Yes.
he's so
Yeah.
like untouchable.
It
Right?
gave,
Legitimate-
I love that you said that. It gave him a lane. No, go ahead.
Legitimate intercontinental champion.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down
Yeah.
to.
He's bringing that back now. He's putting respect on that title.
And let's remember, like
Is it him or is it Papa
Walter-
H?
Papa H.
Walter Gunther, right? Everywhere he's
Who
been,
the-
he's
who's
popped,
Walter?
right? But
Ese gordito
But-
de Twitter.
Imperium has been dope in NXT UK, NXT, and right now on Raw and SmackDown. Imperium can work. It works beautifully, and he's the main piece of it.
Yeah.
The respect was
Definitely.
earned this weekend.
Yes.
If you didn't know who he was, you know who he is now.
Walter.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we're talking about one of the
Hey.
big 4 shows. And that's why the way the Rumble turns out, that's such an important story that's told. Who leaves when? What feuds are organically produced or set up
Okay, first of all, everything is set up. Second of all, right,
Scripted.
I like where you're going.
By the
because-
way, we have to give credit to the villain.
for what?
You
He
always have to
himself-
give credit to the villain.
He himself,
We
I've
always
only
have to
heard
give
this
credit
man
to the
say this before. And then this week, I got the opportunity to indulge and hear this tasty little soundbite from Arian Foster. Arian Foster,
Oh,
Jesus.
yes.
Yo.
Yes. And
Where
you
he
guys
said
not
that-
gonna lie.
Dale, you
You
want to try it
all
again?
thought it was a lie.
Where he
Living
says,
proof.
that the NFL is scripted.
Wow.
The truth has finally been revealed.
The memes
like
that have
that?
come out, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen.
Do yourself the favor.
Listen, I did not call nobody. Arian Foster is just another follower, all right, of mine. That's all, you know. I'm blessed that he's following me, and and he's taking time to listen to my words.
Okay.
But hey, I knew it. I knew
Listen,
the
it
whole
had to
time.
be
I
one.
knew it.
It had to be one. It
I
had to
told
be
y'all.
somebody.
I told y'all.
Uh,
NBA, watch out.
NBA, you're next.
You're next.
Wow. Not the slap league?
Yo, shout out to Power.
I don't think I've ever changed the channel after wrestling so fast. And I went
You
through
changed the channel?
and we saw the
I'm
Christie's era.
You know what the thing is?
You were watching
Yo,
the
we had
Christie?
I wasn't watching it, but
We
I
had
was
the
like, I'm
Christies
gonna do
behind.
anything else. I would just not turn off the TV
Yo.
like an idiot.
Yo,
But
big
now
fan.
it's like, yo, slap league? Nah.
You slap nuts.
You know what's crazy? It has me looking for it now.
That's what she said.
I missed it. I missed it.
That's what
And
she
I was trying to find it and
Yo,
had to
you
wait.
saying everything she said.
Listen. Apparently it's
missed it, you had to
scripted,
It was an
bro.
adventure.
Apparently it's scripted too.
That's
adventure
Yo,
for her.
slap.
She slapped.
Anybody that's
Really
watched an
slap.
NFL game, anybody that's watched the Tom Brady game knows that the NFL was scripted. I just got to say that.
Yeah,
is fair.
yeah.
Gotta
It
say
all
that.
started with the footballs.
Deflate gate.
Nah, we had fumble.
Tuck rule.
The tuck rule. Yeah.
Yeah,
Suck
it's so
rules.
many things.
That was the start.
Oh, congratulations, Tom Brady. Tom Brady battling Ric Flair for a
Who
number of
are these people you
retirements.
speak of this scripted sport? Let's get back to
He's
the
battling
realness.
Ric Flair for retirements.
No, let's get back to the realness of unscripted sports entertainment. When you put the microphone in front of Seth Rollins' face and he says, "Yeah, nah, Phil, get that cancer away from me, please." Harsh words from Seth Rollins to one Phil Brooks on an interview, right?
He went shoot.
He went shoot style. I loved it. Y'all catched it?
My favorite part of that whole thing was the part that you didn't even say. He said, "Oh, we just figured that out over there. We don't want him over here.
Been on
Go
that.
do something else. Bye bye."
He's like, we knew about that 8 years ago.
He said, "Oh."
He's like, you thought those sandwiches was her treat?
You're like, Nueva Linea, nah, this shit old as hell. This been here. Yo, we out here.
And you know, that tells you that the reason why you do that is, I mean, the man has a troublesome relationship backstage. So this has been seen everywhere. Respected as well, but he's had turmoil because he is a non-conventional person. He is a non-conformist if you ever seen one. He's so cool, he doesn't do drugs.
Yup.
Right? Like,
Yup.
this is CM Punk, right? So, why you laughing?
I was just going to let you have it. Go ahead. Yo, but that's
Seth
not
Rollins is speaking truth. And you know what? Seth Rollins has been in the business long enough to have an opinion on that, right? He's worked with him more than many people have around the world. When you think back to ROH,
Yo, that's fair.
In the
I didn't
E.
even think about that.
Yeah.
Did they
Right?
ever wrestle? Did they? I don't even know.
I'm sure.
But
they
I'm
may,
sure
they may
did.
have.
They've been in the same locker rooms. Like they've
yeah,
been in the presence
indie
of
in
a
the
lot of
indie
the
scene,
same
you know they
wrestlers.
cross paths. I mean, come on.
So-
Right.
He would know.
That's
would know.
been
But it's just kind of shocking how directly he wanted to directly say
Directly.
this shit. Like he was like, "Yo, like I want nothing to do with him."
Fuck.
So I just thought that was real interesting, and I'm really curious to see how CM Punk is gonna say something.
Yeah,
He's gonna like do something.
but he's
later
been-
though. Later.
later. He said something later for sure.
You think he'll be back on AEW?
I think that's done.
I think he's done, man.
I think he'll be
that's
back on TV. I mean, he
No,
already was.
What I read, the rumor is that he's gonna come back and be part of a trios with FTR against the Elite for the trios championship. Now, I don't know
Listen,
if
that's money.
true.
That's money. That's
I
money.
think that's an avenue. The only
Who's
people
watching that,
in
chat?
AEW that have even been remotely supportive of CM Punk have been, I think, Jade Cargill and and them and
FTR.
FTR.
Right.
So I mean, if it's gonna happen, that sounds like an avenue for it to happen. I just think it's really interesting that it's against the Young Bucks and Kenny when that was the beef. But if you want eyeballs,
that's money.
If you want, so this is what Vince has been. This is his greatness, right? Vince's greatness would be. Oh, that's what's happening.
Oh, Matt Hardy and Edge.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Oh, he did. Yo, you got a match tonight.
We're doing this.
Yeah,
I know you mad uncomfortable, but we're doing this right now. Yo, you just found out? Damn, I've been known. But yo, go ahead, yo.
I've been
Edge, he gonna be tight. It's gonna be good. Nah, don't worry about it. I'll fire you if you. Yeah.
Shit.
and then leader like, nah, not me. Yo, go out with him. You have to make out on stage, or I will fire both of you.
This is the same man that once contemplated kissing his daughter. Doing an angle.
We didn't have to go there. Like we were
just
already.
saying.
Wow.
This isn't new.
That's a sick son of a bitch.
Is that your favorite Raw moment?
But let's I would be remiss not to mention the fact that he's getting sued for a 4th time now, apparently. But
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo,
but
I'm gonna say Seth Rollins right now. Oh, you didn't know? You just found out?
Right.
You just found out?
Right. So
This is new to you?
We've been known.
You've been known.
my thing is, when
That's
it
what
comes to CM Punk, JJ's out here saying that we're turning our backs on Punk. We're not turning our backs on
Nah,
Punk.
nah.
What's happening is
My
there's
back's
a
been already
narrative.
on him.
I have no
problem-
It's
the
on,
problem is-
mine is on 8.
The problem
turned
is
my
that
back
there's
on
a
anyone.
narrative that's being built out of these locker rooms. So people that have worked with the man, and sometimes so good, sometimes not so good. You
Sometimes
know?
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah, right. So
that's
That
another
part.
command.
right. So
Jesus, we got
like
so many.
this
so we have to take their word for it to a certain degree. I mean, he could be maybe he's getting blackballed.
Wow.
But
Yo,
what
what
I
is
will
he
say,
Hey.
What is it?
I didn't
Wait,
say
is it? No, I can't go.
I didn't say no.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
But what I will say is, there's in
Control,
life
Alt, Delete.
you can either be famous or you could be infamous. Either way, they're still talking about you. You're still making money. So bringing them back makes sense, especially with the polarizing heat, especially with FTR, the best tag team wrestlers in the game that go back to old school style, the only wrestlers, right? Come on, man.
Yo, I
It
feel
makes
like
so much sense.
I feel like he
Get
need,
rid of that.
like
sound.
CM Punk kind of has to. CM Punk has to come back and be who he wants
Le
to be,
gustó?
right? And he's got to kind of like fix his legacy a little bit.
Yeah.
So play nice.
Yeah. No,
I
like
mean,
really
come back,
try.
play nice, and do the thing.
Try harder, fam. That's all that means. Try harder.
Well, you know who may
Try.
not have to be trying much harder?
Talk to me.
Ricky Starks.
Hey.
Sources
back.
say he was spotted backstage with one Cody Rhodes.
No, hold on. GTV's back?
Yo.
That was his response.
Yeah. Shout out to Twitter game.
I'm just saying, listen, there's coincidences and there's fate. Shout out to the title for today.
If I'm an outsider looking in, knowing what we know, whatever, it could seem like maybe Ricky, he picks everybody's brain, or and all that. Cody may be a mentor type. Yeah. Let me go with you to Royal Rumble. Let me make these relationships. Let me start networking. Yeah, let me get my foot up in the door. Yo,
And let's remember, I mean,
that's
Ricky
not
Starks
so
has
far-fetched.
had tryouts before.
Yeah, no, yeah, most
So
definitely.
he
most
knows
definitely.
the people
Most
there.
definitely.
This was
Maybe time. Maybe
listen,
time.
I don't care what lens you're looking at this through. This is a power move right here.
Big
Yo,
power.
And a power move in Ricky Starks' favor. And yo, shout outs to Cody. Cause it's not, it's like you can tell it's like, yo, you my boy, come through.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I got you.
What are they gonna
Right,
do?
facts.
Fire you?
Right.
Then I got you.
I got you,
Hey,
right?
what's gonna happen?
But
Ooh,
yo,
either
once again.
you get white hot right now,
Right.
or you get fired and you come work over here.
Right.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think that these days are like that anymore.
That's wild.
And that
Remember, Vince is in that office. I'm just saying. He's in
right.
that building.
It's crazy.
But the fact that he's making these networking skills, these networking relationships.
It's just honestly is really nice. And once again, this has been one of the pleasures of having this product and being able to talk about wrestling and dive into the thing that we all love so much. We got to see Ricky Starks from his start, man. Like the way he shined in the Indies, the way he shined in NWA. You know what I mean? Stroke Daddy.
I can't.
Stroke that.
Going to AEW and then seeing this, it just lets you understand like it's coming for him. This is his coming out party, for lack of a better words.
Wow.
His welcoming truck, right?
It's not Pride Month.
It's especially with his little feud going on in the main event, right? So, yeah, man, this is great stuff for Ricky Starks. I'm here for it. Remember, he's friends with Bailey. Even that.
Imagine if it would have been Ricky Starks and like MJF.
Wow.
Yo.
Vince would have been mad.
That's good. or would he be?
Oh, because you're breaking kayfabe.
Because think about how. All right, bet.
Right, he'll
But-
he'll
but in
deduct
favor-
points for
In
that.
favor of who, though? In favor of who?
What do you mean?
Right now, Ricky Starks is breaking kayfabe. Right, he's coming over here in WWE, right, at a WWE arena, right, to be seen in WWE headquarters.
Bro,
at
just
WWE,
in case people don't understand, that's like somebody that works for Coke being at Pepsi, bro.
Is it?
But didn't we see?
don't think
Didn't we
it's
see
exactly
Bray in NXT for Adam Cole?
Yo,
Right?
but that's NXT. That's different. We're talking about the Royal Rumble, the Big Four, right? Like we
Big
were just
Four,
talking
baby.
about how big a deal this was, and to have the Cody Rhodes, the winner, the Royal Rumble champion, as it were, right? To be out here with one of the top stars and the top draws of AEW, if we're being honest with ourselves, right? That's why this is kind of crazy. And it really only hurts AEW because it's like, oh, word, one of your top stars? Yeah, he's chilling with us.
Right. He's hanging out with the boys.
No, he's hanging out with our top dogs. Go ahead.
He's having some champagne. He's having some of that Moet.
Yeah.
No,
Now Tony Khan has to buy WWE. that's how you put your thing on tape.
Well, you know what's interesting though?
Fun game.
What this definitely makes sure,
chopping block.
what this definitely makes a statement of is that when his contract is up, yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Today's price.
That's definitely what he's just put on the table right
Select
there.
the price range and grab
Yeah,
that
I mean,
bag.
so yo, kudos for
Yo,
them.
you
Always
know
good to
what?
see people
You know
do
what
good.
this is?
What is
You
it,
know
bro?
what this is?
What is it?
Yo,
An
it's
entanglement?
in a year or 2 years. Now, hold up, real quick. Right, in a year or 2 years, right, or whatever. Whenever Ricky Starks finally does make his way in 10 years, who cares? When he finally makes his way into the WWE, I've always been a fan. Even when I was a draw, even when I was making money, even when
Yeah.
I was a top dog somewhere else, I was always a fan.
Yeah.
Winning the Royal Rumble is what I do. Like
That's
that's
the
what I've
promo right
always
there.
come here, and that's so. This piece of footage is excellent.
gold.
This allows you to do
gold.
so much.
And can you imagine that that's the angle for
Like
him versus MJF at WrestleMania?
Wow.
Your mentor is my mentor.
Wow. Can you imagine they
2025?
pull that off?
2025?
Nah, that's too soon. That's too soon.
They're
We gon-
fighting for
we go-
custody of
2030?
Cody Rhodes.
The amount of heat
We
MJF
need
could get
contracts
and
to
the E.
expire. We need like runs to
2027?
Maybe.
In MetLife?
That's more. That sounds more
In MetLife?
reasonable.
Really? 2027 is my life?
No.
Oh, damn. I
No.
got mad excited.
Nah, but Philly's
some
We
Next
got
so
next.
Philly
far
next
along.
year though. We got
Philly
Philly
next
next year.
Woo!
Talk to me,
Philly.
Philly. We gonna check
What?
y'all out there, man. Philly's gonna be busy that week, and so will the bad guys. So stay tuned and check us out. for
Yo,
sure.
apparently Little Uzi Vert's song has surpassed now to be Philadelphia's song over Dreamin' Chases or Paper or some shit.
man.
Never.
Oh.
Never.
Yeah.
Not for me.
I don't know.
I ain't
but
from Philly, but that's
this
what I
one
know
rock.
it for.
this is what- that song hits.
Not the
man.
cheesesteaks?
Overrated
That song
cheesesteaks
hits.
Oh, right.
¿Tú
those
sabes hacer
things.
el baile?
and
I-
Meek Mills.
I don't know how to do dance, but I do my dance.
But
my
you
own little
shake
dance.
it.
In the
I do my own
Eagles.
little dance.
You shaking in the shower?
More than 3 times?
Hey.
Make sure to check out Little Uzi Vert doing them both.
You know
Them
who's,
both, them both.
you know who's playing with themselves?
Who? JP?
Sami Zayn, because they ain't got no friends.
Yo,
Are we going there, chat?
we're going.
Are we
there.
going
we
on
at.
a trip back to the main event of the Royal Rumble?
Wow.
Because Jay already spoken out. He's broken silence. The Uso broke silence. So has Sami Zayn.
For those that don't know,
Uso's
Right.
out. I mean, Jay's out. That's
the
his
bloodline
fault. I'm out.
imploded, right? We got Jay
Wait,
Uso.
We had
Pusey died. I
Pusey
don't know
died
if you heard
at
this
the
before,
Royal
Rumble.
but you might
So
I
have.
heard it
so
bloated.
essentially, the
This
storyline
recollection.
goes that Jey Uso had vicarious trauma to his own trauma of the way he was initiated into the bloodline.
initiated.
Initiated.
If you think back, folks, he's the only one that went through some crazy shit. Roman was an asshole to him.
Yeah, he was.
Roman, wow. The abuse, right? And Jay seeing that abuse on Sammy and Kevin Owens in the ring this Saturday apparently triggered him.
He's like, I'm out.
It made him feel like he was back in that situation, saw the monster again. The blindfolds that have been covering his retinas have now uplifted.
Rectum?
Retina.
I heard that
How's
word.
Sami Zayn doing these days?
That's a good segue.
I heard
to
that same word.
his medical records. But it was more Owens than Sami Zayn, if we're being honest. JJ, it seems like that's the only subject. Have you been watching wrestling this week? Have you seen what's happening? This is what's popping right now. You want to talk about Darby Allin nearly dying on Dynamite?
Shout
Yes.
out to
Yes.
That
Samoa
will be
Joe.
spoken about.
Nearly killed
Because, honestly, that jacket with the thumbtacks was
Thumbtacks.
original as hell. I thought that shit was dope. The
Yeah.
hoodies. Yeah, your mic sucks.
him.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right.
The hoodies, you did the hoodies were whack?
No, I thought the hoodies was so good.
No, I thought it was a terrible idea.
You thought it was a terrible
Because it
idea?
was terrible execution. It's one of those things where it's good on paper, but then when you put it in the ring, look, the shit, he
Where you
couldn't put
put
it
it?
on. It was what was it? It was made of leather or rubber or some shit.
What
Yeah, it was weird.
The
It was
material was too hard to
polyurethane
put
for all we
on.
know, right?
Right, and it just didn't work.
That's not
But-
latex.
And it kind of made
But
it for a
it's-
shitty spot to me. It made it for a shitty spot. I'm sorry.
I mean, it made it a situation that it didn't have to be. But I mean, listen, sometimes you shoot your shot, sometimes it misses.
That
That's
one
fine.
missed for me.
That one missed a lot. But it didn't ruin the product.
Nah. The match was still great. He got his ass whooped. Shout outs to the
Welcome, Aaron
fucking what's it called?
What y'all think of the opening match, man?
Yo, Paige and Mox.
Opening
Yeah.
match, man.
Listen,
The way that ended was weird.
listen. The whole story.
And that's not just because there was blood,
The-
snot, and tears.
they
it just
they
ended
both
weird.
called
And
each other
everyone
number
saw
one.
the blade the world saw.
Oh,
Oh, that blade job? That shit was
Jesus.
horrible.
terrible.
Yeah, and then they called each other number one at the end.
Y un
Listen,
besito, se da un besito.
with both fingers. I'm not here for that story. That match, like maybe if they had the title was on the line because it's the title.
I mean, these
But
are
I'm
two.
not here for that story. I never was.
I'm sorry, but
Man.
these are two competitors that we have stated on here are lackluster right now. It's bland.
Right.
Why? Because it's nothing new. It's the same story, same situation. And it's not that it's not good. It's just we've been there before. Give me something new.
Right. Give me something new. Give me something better.
And if there's no stipulation, there's no title on the line. What's the point?
And Box, isn't you going on vacation? What happened?
That's a good point, JP, because you know what? So JJ's bitching and moaning over here about the Royal Rumble main event and how it's dominated
Get
the
your
conversation
bag.
because AEW's been doing
your
a lot
bag.
of that. A lot of
your
repetition,
bag.
a lot of rinse, wash, repeat. Even with the trios title, what do we
in the
see?
bag.
The best of 7
Right.
tournament
Right.
with the same damn team over and over.
And it's
Right,
wild.
I'm here for it.
They're kind of like, yo, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're just gonna keep the
And
thing
it's
going.
wild. Well, it's being booked like an indie show
But
or like a traveling show, right?
right.
Let's give them the hits.
Pretty
Let's give them what they want,
yeah.
right?
But at what point do you
They
call
listen
it?
to Batista, bro.
Just don't knock on the
Right.
cabinet.
People want it
Right.
flippity
Give
flippity.
me what I want.
You got flippity flippity.
At what point do
Give
you
me what I
call,
want.
what do you call it? At what point do you call it stagnant? You just say, listen, y'all gotta start changing it up now. Now your little mistakes that we're getting away with, you gotta start tightening that shit, tightening and start running a tighter ship. When does that happen? When do we get there?
I think that's where we're at.
I was gonna say, like,
We
I feel like
changed the
that's
stage, right?
when
AEW
they
is a
decided
new
to go
show
new.
now.
I feel that.
I think there's a weight that now you need to play with the big boys, like
Right,
where
right,
the
right.
big boys play. Like this is now,
Look like they had a retreat.
yeah, they had a
And
retreat.
revisited some
They had a
things.
powwow. They're like,
Powwow, okay,
let me
okay.
take the temperature out
I
here.
know
And you
something
know
about
what?
that. I know something about that. Okay.
You need
Okay.
to heat shit up.
And it's
And you
important.
know how you heat shit up?
Talk about
Put it
it.
in the
You get
microwave.
CM Punk out here and really turn up the heat,
Mm.
right? The greatest stories have a great heel. That's why Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will work. That's why Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn will work.
And let's not forget that even the fact that Ricky Starks was at the Rumble, that's still AEW being talked about
Yeah.
because he is an AEW star right now.
They're still in the
Let's
mountain
remember,
line.
everybody eats, bro. Everybody eats
Until
until they don't.
until Triple H in a press conference goes, that this is where everybody wants to be.
Right.
But he did.
Right, and
That
he did
part.
do that. Yo,
That
shout outs to the post Rumble press conference. They're doing this for pay-per-views now. NJPW's doing it forever, right?
Yeah.
But it's nice to see.
I think it's
It's interesting, and if you notice, the talent is not really.
get your podcast out
character.
here.
The talent is really like they're talking like performers.
Like
It's-
athletes.
They're talking like athletes, performers. They're talking about the event, the way it
So
turned out.
kayfabe is out the window.
I think
I don't know.
It's kind of New
completely is.
Japan. It's kind of very New Japan. Like, you know how they just, but a little bit. They kind of New Japan did a little bit more with the story.
Right,
Sometimes when
I
they
mean,
when they got carried away.
Look at Rhea Ripley.
Right.
Rhea Ripley, the angle we've seen on her, and shout outs for Rhea Ripley winning the Women's Rumble, which, by the way, I will say,
by the
I
way,
feel
by the way.
the Women's Rumble was better than the Men's Rumble.
Why? Because it was bright.
Sir.
I mean, yes, you can see him glow, but for me, the spots worked. The setups worked. There was a lot of things that were missed. in the
Chair shot to
men's.
Kofi Kingston. We'll just jump ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So the women's, it produced well, and the best thing about it is it finally gave that shine to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is much talk about. She is now the
Mommy.
person going after
That's
the
mommy.
the chair, which is called Charlotte.
Charlie.
Charlotte's a chair.
Shout out to Queen for PR, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
yo, that
those
was
wrestling
so
girls, right?
dope.
Asking that
Yo.
question, right? Shout out to JJ for
Yo,
bringing that
I
up.
remember seeing that. I was
Bro.
like, yo, this is
Yeah,
amazing.
shout-outs.
It's great.
Big shout-outs,
Not only
big
great
shout-outs.
for like the products that we have, great for PR, those wrestling girls, awesome podcast, but it's great for the industry to be able to have that opportunity to have those questions, ask those questions.
Right.
I mean, people come on these shows, and they're in the chat, and we're having these conversations. There's shit y'all want to know that we want to know too.
Big
And
facts.
be able to have a platform to be able to do that.
Please share.
Shout out to
Please
WWE.
And you know what's mad?
Holla.
You know what's mad annoying, right? When people
JP.
online are like, "JP's on your show." No, when people online are like, "Man, why didn't they ask the tough questions?
Right.
Right.
Why didn't
Right,
they
right,
ask
right,
about Vince McMahon?
Right.
Why didn't they ask? Because damn it, this is all fake. It ain't real.
He said the F word.
You out here, but why?
He said he's from not even
But
going way.
$14 million. Why?
Oh my God.
And he's back. Why? Yo, and I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just saying it ain't here.
Yeah.
This ain't the time and place. You want Sean Ross Sapp and Ryan Stanton and all these people to ask these crazy hardcore. The Queen PR. Like, yo, what would, like, you wanted her to ask? Yo, this is an opportunity, right, to make connections, to be on
How
the
dare
show,
you,
right,
JJ.
to the billion-dollar
How dare
entity.
you.
Right.
Why would someone burn that bridge? On
Hell
the
no.
one side, you idiot, and on the other side, you ever see wrestling? You watch this? Like, you can ask a couple, like, yeah, so how's that going? And they're going to be like, yeah. And, right, and they're going to, like, work you in a way that you're like,
Get your podcast in the building.
know what I mean? But, yo, you really? Yo,
Really?
Come on, man. Get out of
Really?
here. Chair shots to you idiots. Like, that's not going to happen. Hey, AJ, why didn't you wear a cup earlier in your Shinsuke storyline? Like, damn.
Maybe back in the
Damn,
day.
you're right.
that part.
Yo, you ever seen
Maybe
the
back in the
NFL?
days.
The script was different. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Matt Ryan was tight when he saw his Super Bowl
You
script.
saw Tom Brady when Matt Ryan walked in on it, when he was
Right.
covering his script. That was so funny.
Get yo, the last time somebody asked the Vince question, that was the last time.
Time for
they
that
definitely-
person.
Oh, for real? Like,
100%.
you gonna shit on that whole opportunity?
Right,
like,
right,
come
right.
on, man.
Well,
You don't shit
but-
on opportunity.
But on the flip side, right, that being a great facet of what is extra content, right?
Right.
You have content that people want. Like, I want those post-match reactions. I want to know what the wrestler's feeling after the fact.
Right.
We got to see where Rhea Ripley was at, and like she used
she was
that time
happy.
to be a little bit more serious and kind of give props to everybody. So we got to see one side of that, and she played that great. And we got to see people do more storyline stuff, and I think that's kind of the point.
right.
Right? Like,
Definitely
this
the
is
point.
an entertainment at the end of the day.
Yes.
Like, I'm not here. We're not questioning the owner of the Mets about misappropriated funds. Like, that's not what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bad that.
yo, like, we're talking about wrestling. Wrestling, entertainment, champions. That's what you're watching right now is HPC. And you can hit us up on heelspopschairshouts.com. Follow us on Twitter at HPC2Sweet. But most importantly, you know that what we got is Foco.com for your officially licensed merch. When you out here, you're going to need all the new and good stuff. Get out here with Foco.com. And if you want to discount HPC 10, because we got it like that.
We got it like that. We got you like that. JJ, thank you for the Discord link.
Yes, sir.
Check out the Discord. All things bad guys. Keep up with us. You already know. We got y'all. And we're going to talk about the wrestling of the wrestlings right now, man. We was talking about a little bit about opportunity earlier. And we're going to bring up some more opportunity. Kota Ibushi, in fact. He's going to have, thank you. He's going to have a little bit of opportunity with his contract coming up, but rumor has he's not jumping ship to AEW just yet. Wants to, keep his options open. I mean, I don't blame him though. Why rush things, right?
Well, we were just talking about. I wonder if that has something to do with the decision.
What decision?
As far as the need to revamp a little bit on AEW's behalf, right? The pedal to the metal. What?
Pedal to the metal.
Butter? Tough butter.
I heard that he's doing Joey Janela.
You better finish that sentence.
Joey Janela, what is it? Bad Boy event?
The spring break?
Spring break.
Yeah. Joey Janela's got like 8
That's
years
dope.
of spring break or something like that.
That's dope.
Yeah. Because you didn't finish that. That was wild.
So wild. Listen,
speaking about unfinished business, right?
talk to me about unfinished business.
Brock Lesnar's out here.
Wow.
He is.
And it's a ref?
He's
Yo,
out here.
poor guy.
It's
I
a
mean,
ref.
Sometimes if you're in this business, though, I feel sometimes you gotta take a bump and you gotta take one for the team, and that involves improv, right? Like if you improving, you coming straight off the cuff with something, and I'm just an object in your creativity. Why am I gonna complain?
This is what just one of those moments where you're made to understand that Brock Lesnar was a WWE superstar before he was an MMA fighter, before he was a prize fighter. He understands how to sell a story. This is why people want to see him all the time.
By all means necessary.
Was in the moment. He was present in the moment. Something that we all should be more of. We should be present in the moment in our lives.
One more time.
One more time.
One more time.
Yeah, man.
Give me one more
It looked
time.
different. It looked like it was supposed to happen.
It's
It looked like
different.
something was off.
When
I
Brock
thought it was a
Lesnar,
spot. I thought he got thrown out early.
when Brock Lesnar,
I thought somebody changed his oil.
You thought
What?
What?
Nah, this ain't no.
when
no
Brock
Maven joint.
Lesnar wants to be one of the greatest of all time,
It's the Rumble. I mean, it could happen.
he turns it on.
Yeah.
Right.
In
Yeah.
a lot of ways,
Right.
man, Brock Lesnar's a lot like Randy Moss.
What? I like that. Finish
A
that.
lot like Randy Moss. Legendary career. Played wherever he wanted, did what he wanted,
Okay.
and admitted to it publicly and at all times. He was himself no matter what. Anytime he's like, yo, I play when I want. He said that early in his career. He wouldn't block. He wouldn't run if he wasn't getting the ball. But when he was getting the ball, you knew it was coming, and you couldn't get out of the way.
Could not
That's
get it.
Legendary though.
Randy Moss, in my opinion, the
Interesting.
greatest receiver of all time. And you can say the same, I guess, in a lot of ways about Tracy McGrady, right? A lot of unrealized potential. But the difference is that Randy Moss was that potential. And Brock Lesnar is that potential. Because Brock Lesnar's out here doing what he wants. And when he wants to be the greatest he can. What he did during that Rumble, right, he had you questioning kayfabe, right? Had you saying, I think someone messed up. I think they threw him out when they weren't supposed to. Actually, he was doing the damn thing. He was playing his part. And so he
Kayfabe.
got some backstage heat because he went too far. I think some of the greatest acting is when you go off script.
Oh, for sure.
But you stay within the confines of where you're at contextually in the story.
And I
right?
think
You
he
stay-
did that.
And he did that. He is the beast incarnate. He is one of the greatest of all time, if not that. one of the biggest draws in the history of wrestling, no matter how you slice it.
How dare you stand there
It's
after he
crazy.
gets thrown
It's
out the
crazy
ring?
you say his potential, and the man's been doing this for some time. already.
Woo.
Right.
That's
Right.
the crazy part. Hey, yo, shout out to the ref
Yeah, he ain't no
for
rookie.
following through. No, because the ref was supposed to be the one holding up the hand at the end of the night. And he
Cody,
stayed
yeah.
with the gimmick. He was hurt. He could not perform.
It made me.
You gotta sell.
So when I was like,
The period of the business.
when I was reading that story, I was like, man, what's the big damn deal?
What's the
Right.
big
Brock sold something so well, people questioned reality, right? He did his job so well that people were like, wow, something's going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He goes to the back. He's got backstage heat. From who? Who? He's Brock Lesnar. Like, who's going to be? Yo, Triple H's going to be like, yo, don't do that. Nah, he was selling the moment, right? He sold the moment. He threw a piece of the table in the ring, right? The announce table. And more importantly, he hit the ref. The ref, I was supposed to raise Cody Rhodes' arm.
Ese mismo.
Ese
That guy.
tigre.
And it made
Ese
me think,
tigre.
like, what is really the big deal here? And well, the big deal might be if you're a ref, right? Like, what is your moment? Like, what are the moments that you could put on your career resume? Right? I think about ref Ryan T, right?
My guy.
See,
My
Dude,
guy.
right? And I think about
My guy.
all the places that he's gone, and he's so proud of being that dude. And we follow a bunch of refs online, and they're proud of, like, hey, my first death match. Hey, man, this table. Oh, this is my first table spot. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
And I think, like, all those moments, right, are collective. Like, yo, you count to 3. Like, it's more than just counting to 3 and counting to 10, and then, like, oh, the match is over. There's
mean,
a lot.
There's a lot of
I mean, look at Earl
communication.
Hebner. He thought he was going to get killed by Brett.
Well, Earl Hebner kind of dirty though.
he asked for that. He asked for that.
And I wasn't
Ese
even,
paso un ching.
I
Ese
wasn't even
paso un
talking
ching.
about ring
Kinda 3 at
stuff.
1.
But when you talk about, like, those
That's
moments in your career, right? And he's got this opportunity. I mean, he's a young dude, but he's got this opportunity. Orengo, right, was the ref, Eddie Orengo. And now
What'd
you
you call
don't.
me?
Now you don't. Brock Lesnar started wilding out, and now you got to sit in the back tight as hell because someone else got your
Right.
picture moment, your moment. I mean, it's more than a picture, right? It's
Right,
a
right,
moment,
right.
and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
took that away. So I that's the only way I looked at it. Like,
Okay.
I
Okay.
can see a group of people being tight,
Yeah.
but it's Brock Lesnar.
Like
Yo,
Kecho says,
yo,
he gets a pass backstage that he.
Yo, if you're on the set of Scarface and Al Pacino kicks your face, but you were supposed to kiss the main chick, well, now in the movie you got kicked in the face
by Al Pacino.
by Al Pacino,
Right.
and that's what they gonna put in the credits. Kicked in the face by Pacino.
I'm telling you right now, Manolo wasn't supposed to be shot.
Thing 1 and thing 2, like, yo, you ain't shit.
Yo,
So-
you mentioned Earl Hebner, right? Shout out to Brett the Hitman Hart, opened up his bar. Apparently got 2 shots there. One shot is for Earl Hebner. It's called Brutus.
Brutus?
It's a stab in the back.
Isn't that Judas?
And then there's one
And 2
for
Brutus? No history.
No.
Julius Caesar.
What the?
Julius Caesar got stabbed in the
Caesar
back by
dressing?
his best friend Brutus.
right.
Julius
Oh,
Caesar
like the
turned
Barbary
around.
cake. I know that guy. Yeah. Same thing. Whatever.
Okay.
That's a tigre.
And there's a shot for Goldberg.
Damn,
It's
you
called
dumb, bro.
retirement.
No.
What? Tyrant?
Tyrant.
Retirement.
Wait.
Retirement.
So Brutus, retirement.
Don't believe me, by the way. This is all fictitious. But he
Yeah.
does have a bar.
Man,
coming
you
out.
could have done so much better than that. What is this, eh?
What do you mean?
Yo, a sharp shooter shot? That's not better than Brutus?
A sharpshooter shot.
Yeah.
And then bobo.
Well, I was trying to, touch on the fact that Earl Hebner fucked him.
Why? Why? Why?
There go our ratings.
Why?
Why are you like this?
Yo, Getcho said he got a shot named Goldberg and mess with your head.
Wow. Control out delete.
That's like saying there's a shot named Owen.
Yo, the
JJ,
shot,
we love you.
they got a shot called WCW because it'll fuck you up.
Yo, for real.
You and your career. It's a wrap.
Like,
So, yo,
How
what
do you segue, JP?
what other shots
Oh
does Hart have at his bar?
Okay.
no. Not that one. Not
The Dirty Dungeon.
Oh no.
Not that one.
Oh no.
It's
It's in Calgary.
A sunny sunrise.
Oh. Okay. Sunny sunrise.
A sexy boy.
All right.
They'll make you tap out.
Hey.
All right.
This is why we can't have
No,
nice
not
things,
one nice,
man.
not one nice thing. No nice thing.
On a more somber note.
Yeah. Let's take it down. Let's take it down.
Woo.
We gon'
Wow, we really go from that to that?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I don't know
you know
who.
what doesn't help you pointing it out. But
This-
one thing that really is tough.
You know when they
man.
explain a joke, it makes it so much funnier.
Can't have nice things. Maybe we should just move on.
Rest in peace to Lanny
Vale
Poffo,
volumen.
brother of the beloved Macho Man Randy Savage, the genius himself.
Right.
Rest in peace, man. It's sad. 68 years old. I mean, this man has been able to live on to honestly speak about his brother. He's the one who inducted his brother in the Hall of Fame. And he's you've noticed, and every time he's been able to speak or make an appearance, how much the impact of losing his brother, especially at the point that he lost him, because we come to hear that Macho Man was probably at his happiest, right? But now what we hope, especially unfortunately, now he's no longer with us, that he's joined Macho Man back up there in that beautiful sky.
Tag teaming up there, man.
Tag teaming, you know what I mean? Joining a six-man tag with his father, right? R.I.P. to the genius, Lanny Poffo.
Big
You will be
facts,
missed.
big facts. You will be missed, man.
You know what else will be missed?
Number
The
two.
WWE,
I'm waiting.
Cue,
I'm waiting.
motherfucker. Like, let's go.
the WWE using Eddie Guerrero as a gimmick anymore.
Oh,
Yo, Vicky came out
what's up with
Tight.
that?
tight, and yo, shout out to social media, IG, Twitter. Y'all were going crazy with this post. Yo, Vicky came out shooting this shalom line, by the way.
Shooting this
yo, we
shalom,
know
go back and check.
Titi Vicky.
Yeah.
TTV.
And
Sammy
I feel her,
Haber.
yo, and I feel her. She's like, yo, stop using Eddie to push Dominic, and stop comparing him to Eddie. Dominic is not Eddie.
Is that was that the internet doing that? Or
No, Vicky.
She
no,
said
but I know she said that. But where she
Oh.
got that from? She got that
The
from
The
WWE.
internet,
WWE?
WWE.
What are they doing?
But-
WWE is heavy on
He
it.
ain't, he ain't do the Three Amigos. He don't
Okay,
do the frog splash.
okay,
He don't
but-
shimmy.
You already
He
got
don't the
Rhea's
mullet.
mommy.
He ain't everybody
Right.
talking about him like
Remember,
that. They
who
got
was
the
the
Manny
original
Poppy
mommy?
shirt. Are you really
Oh,
questioning how they're posturing Dominic Mysterio? He don't even like his dad.
Right.
Damn.
And if you think about it,
Yo, it went.
Vicky not making no money.
Are you serious?
Yo, it went. Shh.
You have a wrestling podcast,
Yo,
sir?
dead
Oh my
ass.
God.
Yo, dead ass.
Hey, yo,
It
and if you
went-
think about it, Vicky not making no
Mommy?
money off of this.
Cause like to be honest, the
That part.
suplex, the Three Amigos, Logan Paul did that shit.
Yeah,
It's
but-
so
Yeah.
super kicked at this point.
right. Okay, fine. But when
But
you
this is the
combine
child.
But
this
now
is
the shirt, you said
illegitimate
the
child
shirt,
of
The
Eddie
shirt,
Guerrero.
mommy, I'm okay. The jail,
frog
okay.
splash,
The frog
Even the
splash.
fact
The hair.
that he came out at Royal Rumble
Yo, the
with his
hair.
father's mask, if you remember.
Yo,
he is being like they're pushing him as
Bro,
that.
Oh my
Rhea
God, Chad.
and Dominic are China and Eddie.
Oh my God,
Come on,
Chad.
Bobby, what you
Yes, yo, you
saw?
know about this and then tell me shit. What are you doing?
What are you watching?
Yo, not
Damn.
WWE apparently. What
Right.
the damn,
So,
man.
yo, and you know what? I get it. And WWE's, they have every right to. It worked, right? But the thing is, the erroneous part is the fact that they're comparing him to Eddie. I'm sorry, Dominic. Congratulations, you found yourself a little niche, right?
But no, he
He
didn't
has a
though. But he
storyline.
didn't, cause he's not over.
Let me finish. He's over enough to the point where he is on TV right now. Has matches in pay-per-views.
I feel
And he's
more
gonna have
forced.
and he's gonna have a WrestleMania match
He
with
will.
his father.
He will. But
That's
that's set
happening.
in stone no matter what his gimmick was.
But that's what I'm saying. He's got the spotlight,
right.
and it's working for what it is. Because if it wasn't working, they'll take it off TV.
I don't think his gimmick's working.
It is working when you put the Judgment Day together with Rhea Ripley, bro.
He's better than when
It's
he was
Yo,
on
over.
Raw.
hold on. It's over,
Bro, it's
don't know,
over.
man.
Him going to
He's
prison
in.
wasn't over. Come on.
Yo, come
The
on,
prison
man.
joint, the prison.
He's
That was over. That part
He's
was thing.
over right now. Even if you love
Yo,
to
you
hate
bugging.
him. Even if you feel like I feel about Baron Corbin,
I'm just
that's
so
fine.
I'm so off tune with whatever's going on with Dominic right now. Like I just don't.
But
It's
what
not.
I will
It's not
tell you-
resonating with me.
But what I will tell you, in no way, shape, or form, in ring ability, as a performer, as a human
Oh,
being,
no
are you gonna tell me
way.
Dominic Mysterio is compared to Eddie Guerrero?
No
Contextually,
No way.
Vicky Guerrero is exactly right. There is no comparison. Like,
Yeah.
he is not comparable.
Yeah.
However, right, as it were, and as intellectual property exists.
Stay tuned to the
way-
next Vicky the
Vicky the Ishalom.
Vicky the Ishalom.
But the way Dominic is packaged, whoa.
Hey, yo.
Wow.
I knew it. I
Right.
knew it going in. That's what she
Right,
said. But
right.
the fact of the matter is that the way that he's packaged is baby Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
And like considering that was a match, custody over Dominic.
At SummerSlam.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, hello, this
Yeah.
is Theo
Yeah.
Guerrero.
Damn, Getcho, that's an awesome point.
Yeah.
Eddie is wrestling culture like Iverson was NBA.
Big facts. Big
Wow.
Get Joe out here.
Facts on
But
facts on
so
facts.
that's where we're at. So Dominic is that dude.
Right.
The mommy shirt, all that stuff. Yo, honestly, wear a couple of like paper. If he's gonna face his dad at WrestleMania, which has been a thing that has been talked about for a minute, then he's gotta come out in the low rider
Oh, man.
and piss all you motherfuckers off.
Piss them all off.
Everybody.
Especially Vicky.
Everybody.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I agree with you, but you're gonna get this work too because
Yo, for real.
It-
I agree.
it has to be done. At this point, you gotta keep trolling them, and that's what the era. I'm sorry, that's the era that we're in.
100%.
We gotta keep trolling this.
And once again, I don't think it's so much the mentioning of Eddie. I think it's specifically the comparison. Because you are trying to compare sand to a diamond.
Yeah.
And you can't get there. That like, just hold the fuck up. But that's what we do, right? And you see this in all the scripted sports. We always compare them to the greats.
I know.
This is the
They can't keep
shadow
up.
that
I think
LeBron James has had over him his entire career. And will still continue, even though he'll be probably the first person to play with his son.
Get you. I'm still upset at the script that they wrote for Iverson, but
Right.
listen, we're here. We
The
out here.
fact, yo, you made a really good point, right? 'Cause
I do plenty of those.
I don't know. Can we run the tape back and just measure?
We gonna
Yeah.
There's the part where
Just
we
look back
rewind
at
the clip.
over 140 episodes.
Yeah,
Because I wasn't here for a
no, I think that the one you were the most right at was 29. But when we look at athletes, right? Every time the draft is coming up, it's like, yo, this guy is the next Calvin Johnson. He
Favorite
kinda,
episode.
Generational
he kinda
talent.
yeah, he's a generational talent. You know, he's got Edgerrin James like cutting abilities, and he runs downhill like Mike Austin, and like we make all these comparisons to players of the past and people in the
Arian
past. and-
Foster think like my
Yes.
six.
He has
like
Mike Pacheco's weenus and
that
Bruce
word?
Buffert's
Why?
femur.
Why?
And-
Off the rails. Off the rails. Off
My
the
point
rails.
is that if you follow sports, this is a thing that happens in every sport all the time. You
100%.
compare
Hands down.
young guys to the greats, and you're like, yo, this is his trajectory. And hello, the storyline kind of writes itself.
Yeah,
damn
dude.
it.
You gotta touch this part of it.
That's
you
what.
Hey.
wow.
you gotta definitely visit this storyline with Dom. Is what I meant. No, yeah, I fully agree.
Listen, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to secure the bag.
yeah,
And right
I
now,
like- I
that's
like-
the biggest bag Dominic can
that's
get.
yeah,
Yo,
it is.
yo,
it
you
is.
looking at
And
big man?
honestly, if you're
Damn,
talking
you
about,
said China and Don and Eddie, and I just
I
can't
promise you, I'm
unsee
not
it
the
now.
first person to say
Yo,
that.
that is
can't
like,
see
I'm
that,
really
yo.
surprised that this is
Yo,
where you're at.
It never.
It must be some crazy elevation.
Yo.
Elevate
Elevate Glass Gallery.
Elevate Glass Gallery.
Elevate glass.
No, that's Foco,
Make
but this
sure 8014 promo code for all your supplies and glassware necessary
They'll
to
make-
achieve the higher Spice of life.
They'll help you forget every dumb storyline. I promise.
Promo code 8014. Help us get this new mixer because we're trying to get this
Yeah,
audio.
we're trying to hook up the sound for y'all for real.
Yo.
man. Instead of changing mics mid
Hit us up on
episode.
Cash App.
But yo,
And if you want to
This-
give donations, we have a Venmo, right?
We
What's
do
our
have a Venmo. I don't know what it
on
is right
Patreon.
now.
At
It's
HPC
Patreon.
Too Sweet.
HVC
Oh, yes.
Too Sweet on
Yes.
Venmo. If you
Yeah.
want
And
to
if
help
it's
But,
not,
guys
yo,
out.
hit us up on DMs and let
It's
us
down
know,
there
'cause I
below.
think it
Click
is.
on if you on Twitch down there below. Appreciate y'all.
but yo,
Give
but
my
I
number.
like talking. Wait, if you're talking about Dom versus Ray, it's gotta be a Ray retirement match.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And in order to make that work, you need to be as over as possible. And this is the angle that he will be over as possible right now.
Or no.
Okay,
I wouldn't
heat
say over.
is
I
much
would say
heat.
he's the heat.
Yeah, but he.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah, I
saying.
get
The
Yeah.
Latino heat.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But once again, it's all about securing the bag, and
it's
that's what
funny because
AEW
he's
is
Latino.
trying to do right
and
now.
He's getting heat
Ladder match. Rey Mysterio. Retirement.
for the same contract he fought Eddie for. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And the custody papers.
He fights for his custody back.
But securing the bag.
And he comes out to Eddie Guerrero's music.
Nah,
Eddie
yeah.
Guerrero's
Definitely the music or Lowrider.
Lowrider.
And securing the bag, right?
With Rhea Ripley and a rose in her mouth.
Yes, the zeros will be there.
The zeros
Most
will be
importantly, the
because you
zeros
always
will
gotta
be
secure
there.
the bag. And that's what AEW is trying to do.
Yeah.
Get that.
They're trying to get onto a streaming service that has a couple meetings. Warner Brothers Discovery.
Warner Brothers.
It's
Trying to
aparte.
get on the
It's aparte.
syndication. Makes sense.
I
Makes
think
sense.
that what AEW did with purchasing ROH is what made this possible.
Yes.
You get that library.
Oh yeah,
You get that other footage because you got AEW, you got Dynamite, you got Rampage, you got the premium live events, you've got live events, you also got this ROH library, then you got ROH doing their thing.
the
Potential.
ROH's thing
Yo,
will be to
what?
poke the bear.
Yo, don't touch me with that.
They gonna
That's
poke
not
the
where
bear.
I came
That's
from.
a
What is
lie.
that?
They're gonna poke the bear.
One in the rectal
Because
scratch
now
is
you
that.
have the one library that Vince couldn't get his magical hands on all these fucking years.
Nobody said
The
they were magic.
ROH library.
And if someone is going to distribute Japanese wrestling, I'm just saying there's an avenue outside of a Japanese company. So AEW's got this tremendous leverage here,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
This tremendous potential, right? And I think
More
the word
along
of
the
day is
lines where
potential.
we saw earlier about playing with the big
Elliot.
boys.
Right. Hey, here we are playing with the big boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yo. So Warner Brothers, for all the dirt they did for the Briscoes, right, kind of set this up with AEW where they can be very valuable as a live streaming entity.
It's called Waking Up. Warner Brothers. It's called Waking Up.
Why is Fight TV gonna make that money when AEW and Warner Brothers can make that money?
Right.
I think that's an easy sell right there in and
Right.
of itself. Yo, you sell $50 pay-per-views? We don't need you to do $50 pay-per-views. We need a $10 subscription. They do it for WWE. They do it for ROH. ROH had its own thing, right?
To be
That
on,
people
to be
pay
fair,
for.
to be fair, you gotta also show, I guess, potential or show confidence in Warner Brothers. I guess they weren't confident in a brand new wrestling company to compete with the juggernaut of WWE.
But
now,
I think that's a testament to the popularity of the product right now.
right,
And
right,
because
right.
there's competition and because you have superstars becoming main event stars. I'm talking about celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
You have John Cena out here starring in movies. You're having what happens every couple of years where there's a mega star from one industry crossing over. The Rock has just been that star for a very long time.
When are we getting an AEW star to be in a
MJF.
movie?
Yo, MJF has
To be in a
potential.
movie, you call
I
him.
think Ricky Starks has potential. I mean, I don't know
Ricky
what the
Starks.
future holds for any of these people, but
Subby.
you know,
DMD?
there's potential. Who?
DMD,
Okay, yo, Britt Baker. Yeah, I didn't even think about her.
especially if it's a dentist, it's an easy role. She was born to play.
Yo, but I
Like
know
Jade
that at
Cargill.
some point,
Jade Cargill.
Action
Here's
star.
the
Jade
problem.
Cargill.
There's,
Action
one,
star.
there's just one problem with Britt is that if she comes back, you know that at some point, right? If she goes to WWE at some point, somewhere
I don't
down
think
the
so.
line, I think probably at a show in Tennessee, she's gonna come out with a certain mayor of Knoxville as Sir Isaac Yankem.
Oh my God.
it's got that's the only.
Yeah,
That
that's
would be so dope.
I
Wow.
would not accept anything less.
And at that stage,
these are
he
the
had
things
many
that write
different thoughts.
itself.
He does now.
These are those storylines that just write itself. Speaking of
Making that
making
bag,
that
bro,
money, securing the bag.
According to Raj from WrestleMania,
Wrestling.
What's good, Raj?
Wrestling.
My
Right.
guy Raj.
WWE will make
Te
14 to
primo?
15
Ti primo
million
mío?
in sponsorships for WrestleMania. Now, here's the thing. Yo, when you talk about television, when you talk about consuming entertainment and being a billion-dollar industry and really getting them eyeballs, right? There's very few events that bring people together. Sporting events do it. And there's one metric when it comes to sports. And it's not whatever he's doing, right?
Nah, it's not.
the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. is-
I know that place.
is one of the biggest shows
Every
on earth,
year they
if
do
not
that, right?
the biggest show, but the fact of the matter is that it is the metric by which all other things are measured. When
That's
you
that thing
talk
after
about
WrestleMania, right?
That's that thing after
other big thing.
WrestleMania.
That other big thing after
But
WrestleMania.
no matter who you ask, no matter who you know, all around the world, when it comes to our sport that we love so dear, the Super Bowl, the metric is WrestleMania.
Yes.
And one thing that parallels the Super Bowl and WrestleMania is its commercials, is its ads, is that revenue that comes in,
yeah,
those
smart.
eyeballs that it garners. And so to be more sport-like, we're doing press conferences. We got this sponsorship going. We're doing these sponsored matches, right? Pitch Black, according to that press conference that happened recently, right? Mountain Dew asked WWE for that
Again,
Pitch
bro?
Black. No, I'm saying for
okay.
that Pitch Black
Okay.
match. So Triple H made it happen. He's like, all right, cool.
Bet,
we got
yeah.
Bray. We'll make it happen. And he figured it out. So that's what's up. And now,
We're gonna have another one for me.
now we got all these sponsorships that are making their way, including a sponsored match. So we got Snickers and Take Two and Pepsi and a Cinnamon Toast Crunch match. Whatever the hell.
So
I think
Cinnamon
it's.
Toast
I think.
Crunch.
I think that's Rod speculating. I don't think that's real. That can't be real,
no,
right?
No, because you know why it's real? Because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is still trying to shake off this these rat feces involvement
Wow, that's
with
crazy.
shrimp tails inside Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That was a
happened
myth.
A
Thank
year
you.
ago.
First of all.
And
it was
now,
not a myth.
Now I'm not
It was
eating
not
no
a
more
myth.
cereal. Thank
Some
you.
pa-
Raj
for
Topanga's
that.
say there was,
husband-
there was not a
Topanga's
Cinnamon Toast
husband.
Crunch. I just want to clarify.
Topanga's husband.
And it wasn't Corey Matthews.
It wasn't Corey
Topanga.
But
What up,
I will say
JJ's?
is, this is amazing.
Yeah.
to
What up,
understand-
Mr. Jake?
that this is money being generated out of air.
Generated.
Generation.
Because it's happened in all sports, right? This is the reason why when you watch boxing, there's advertisement in the ring, on their shorts. They have tattoos. They have a robe.
Yo, what?
NASCAR stickers all over the car.
I hated
the NBA.
branded tattoos because they never came out in the video game.
The NBA
Yo.
with the
Yo.
patches and the sponsorships they have now, like
2K23.
2K23, right? So now the WWE has become that as well. That's
Right.
awesome. Not only sponsoring matches, there will be. Think about when you watch the pay-per-view. They control the advertising.
So we have an opportunity.
So how much are they
Where,
gonna
bro?
be making this year WrestleMania? off
14
spon-
to 15 million.
14 to 15 million off.
On
Of,
sponsorships.
Sponsorship?
Now
Off of
there's gonna be a
sponsorships.
sponsor match. We don't know what it is yet, but
Maybe a couple.
there maybe a couple. I hope not. But there's
14
two
to
nights, so
15
it might be
million,
two,
It's too
right?
nice.
And so
all right. So
look, when it comes to one of the cool things about the first AEW show, All Out,
yeah.
right?
Right.
The sponsorships that made the show possible, right? I thought was cool as hell. Right, it was like Cracker Barrel and like
Okay.
other,
Yeah.
other sponsorships around. It made it feel like a wrestling show. It really did. And so seeing WWE doing that for like the greatest show on on wrestling Earth, right, is pretty cool because it kind of in many ways does come down to like how wrestling is generally funded, right? Getting those sponsorship dollars, but then like doing that to the maximum, the Super Bowl level, right? Bringing, yo, you know how attractive that also makes it look in a sale,
Yeah.
in the sale
Yeah.
that's trying to be
That they're trying to make
orchestrated right now.
Right. The most important thing though is you gotta remember. Check us out on Foco.com with our own sponsor.
What?
Be a sponsor one day with us, HPC 10 when you're buying.
Yeah.
Also
Oh, you're
elevate-
officially licensed merch from the NFL,
Yeah, right.
MLB.
We-
well,
And
what?
feel free to sponsor us
Word.
if you want to Jesus, 14 to 15 million.
Yo.
Well,
It's
that's
like
that's
that.
the point I was leading to. That they made themselves even more of a commodity now by generating an average of 20 million moving forward, just in sponsorships for one show,
Just one show.
a 1-2 night show. Now, guaranteed, you're gonna start seeing weekly episodic matches that are sponsored. You're gonna see NXT matches.
I don't think they'll go that far yet.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
On Monday Night Raw.
It's gonna.
Well, they already have
sponsors.
sponsors on the picture in
Right.
pictures.
Right.
That don't count. But you talk,
No,
like,
but
I don't
like-
think it's cool.
Yo,
Fire
y'all
like
forgot
a
the
man.
zombie match, bro, with the
Come
Miz?
on, Poppy.
Oh my God, you're right.
Don't they do like the holiday matches and the pick your pumpkin match and all this shit? Like,
Yeah.
bro,
Pick
come
your
on, man.
Yeah.
Give me a break. I need a Kit Kat match. Come on, baby. Like,
Broken leg. It's a psycho Sid.
It's like go
Wow.
Sid match.
Cause he's sexy Kurt.
What?
Sexy Kurt.
That's
I'm
your
making
pop of the
ankles
week.
hurt.
There goes your pop of the week.
Nah,
Wow,
pop of the
them
week for
bones.
me.
Them bones in your pop.
One of the pops for the week for me has to be when the tension that Corey Graves and Pat McAfee had on air while the 3-man color commentating team was doing work,
Hey, I heard Michael Cole did a thing in his pants. I don't know. I heard.
apparently. But
JJ.
yo, we talked about
JJ
it
said.
on Saturday. Yo, Corey Graves was cleared.
I want to see it.
Could
I
we see
so
a Pat
That's
want
Survivor
McAfee
Series.
versus
Or
Corey Graves
SummerSlam.
match?
Or SummerSlam.
I don't care.
Or
Let me get it.
WrestleMania.
Let's get it. Let's get there. Let's get
Too
Pat
late.
McAfee, Corey Graves in the ring. I need to see
When it comes to heels, pops, and chair shots of the week, one of my pops of the week,
it. Who popped your week?
one of the pops of the week was Pat McAfee.
Pat
And
McAfee.
Michael Cole
Okay.
just popping out of his mind because it was a legitimate surprise.
Right.
Right? They didn't know.
They didn't know. I had no idea.
They didn't know. So that shit is so cool. Like even Michael Cole, when he was genuine, he was like, "Yo, we talked today." He was home. Now I mean, so he was completely and utterly surprised. So I thought that was just so cool to have that moment happen on the air, and like he genuinely has that love for him. I popped big. I was like, "Oh shit, that was cool that they had that moment."
Yeah.
Well, that also shows you the relationships that were built and are built and how they energize each other, right? Because if you remember in our glory days, that's what people had. The chemistry with the announce team and the color commentators, it was a
They
beautiful
had
thing to watch.
heat. They
So-
had heat. He had heat for wearing them shorts
Right.
with Michael Cole. He didn't play. He wasn't playing
Right
that
at the
shit.
beginning,
Yeah, he was
Michael
like, "Don't-
Cole's
I
at
ain't-
the
you're not
beginning.
getting on. You're not getting on here with them pants.
But Michael saw the talent immediately too.
Right.
Right. That's why
Y'all
you
watch
still
Ted
communicating.
Lasso? Anybody here watch Ted Lasso?
No.
Still have to. Still have to.
Y'all whack.
But what I will say is Pat McAfee, you can see how he energizes Michael Cole. So it's dope.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's just dope to have Pat McAfee. We thought he was going to come out in the Rumble. Shavy did it. But either way, Corey
Ray
Graves,
also
Pat
did it,
McAfee
so.
at WrestleMania. Shout out to that. Any other pops? Chair shots?
My pop when Rey Mysterio won the Royal Rumble on Saturday,
Word.
the official moment after Cody jumps over the damn top rope. How you gonna do that, Cody?
Yo,
How you gonna
That's
eliminate
happened
yourself?
before. That's happened before.
Yeah, well, they just completely
The
fabricated
overall
it.
Royal Rumble itself was the biggest pop of the week for me. I get so hyped for it. It's like Christmas in January.
Right.
The Royal
For
Rumble,
sure.
and we spent it with the best of people.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
you know,
Yo,
you know, we
shout
was
out
gonna
to
enjoy our
Roxanne
night.
Perez showing up at the Rumble. That was nice.
That was nice too.
Expected.
Zoe Starks.
Zoe Stark showing
Indy
out.
Hartwell.
Yo.
Oh, that's what's up.
And a fast recovery to Nikita Lyons. Just had to have
Big
surgery.
speedy
who
recovery.
took that
Peter
picture?
Line.
No
I
No
was
one's
me.
gonna
I took the
mention.
Oh, that was you?
That was me. I was
On
there.
Twitter?
Michelle
I,
McCool.
I took the picture of her in the
Hopefully-
hospital because she didn't
Yeah,
she didn't want to reach over and I
yeah.
didn't want her to move, so I was just like, let me just take it.
But folks,
Bae, I got you.
I
bae.
shared it
I
though.
got
But
you.
folks-
I got you picking.
but
And
folks,
I shared it on Twitter and everybody.
if you're not watching, make sure you're tuning in because the E is signing a lot of talent, a lot of collegiate talent, a lot of athletic talent.
I found that really interesting. I saw a picture of
Guess-
like the depth chart of NXT, and I was like, damn, I don't know anybody.
Oh, the depth chart?
That like yo, like
Yeah,
I'm
it's all
exaggerating
new.
about the depth
No,
chart,
no,
but
but
it was
you're
like a poster
the
with
roster.
all the faces and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
No, but I'm talking about the new talent that's gonna be in the performance center. I'm talking about incoming talent out of
He's
the
talking about
wrestling.
current talent.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
don't know
got you.
anybody.
But much less them. Like I because they're going the sport route and the athlete route. Like they really
Like
are.
Bianca.
Dude,
Roman.
like these
Right,
are all
right,
people
right.
that they're gonna groom and they're gonna be like completely WWE talent. And I find that fascinating.
I'm ready for
because
the-
we don't know them.
Who's this young guy? Grayson Waller, right? I'm ready for him to take the strap out off of
Vengeance Day. Off of
Like,
Braun.
who's that?
off of Braun.
Really?
And it's, the belt buckle and just
I'm excited for
that's what-
Zoe Starks and Sol Ruka.
Okay.
Yeah, I know
That's
why
a
you
banger.
want Sol Ruka. No nice things.
Shout out
bro.
to
Here we are
Carmelo
having-
Hayes, who's killing it right now in
There's a
NXT.
better RKO than Randy Orton.
Carmelo Hayes and Joe Gacy were the ones that trained with Cody Rhodes.
Yes. Joe
On
Gacy's
his
another name,
return.
another big name to come out of there. All I'm gonna say is that's all the damn time we have for you folks this week. I appreciate y'all that pulled up. Legends who pulled up.
Yo, I don't think we spoke
Ronaldville.
about Roman Reigns this show, right?
We actually haven't.
Oh, okay.
So before I go off air, I'm gonna put my ones up in the air.
We heard the loudest chair shot of the week.
Yo,
Sami Zayn, right?
why Sammy? Why? And he needs to explain himself this Friday night. Tomorrow night, stay tuned.
Nah, he don't need to explain
He
shit.
needs to explain his damn self. Why the hell you gonna do that? And the
he don't
Shield
explain-
fashion? How dare you?
He
That's-
did it better.
That's gonna be
What?
That's gonna be Roman Reigns' like PTSD. But honestly, like there's nothing to explain. You knew exactly
So
where.
when his wife is opening the chair, at a
Sami
party
Zayn was like,
behind
"Yo,
him,
all right, what's wrong with you, bro?
at a party.
Oh my God, you open
don't
your
use
robe at a
multiple
party? What are you
chairs at a
talking
party?
about?
No steel chair shots.
See, man, this is what we can. Nice
No
things.
nice
Everyone's talking
things.
about nice things.
Check us out next week. You already know. 10 count, 10 toe. Tell them what to do on the way out.
Check us out, Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots on YouTube and Twitch. HPC Bad Guys on IG. HPC Too Sweet on Twitter. Check us out in your mother's underwear drawer because we definitely will be there.